A Life of Meditation, February 20th, 2026. The God Who Knows Me. Beloved friends, how did you start your day today? I hope that even into the midst of a busy daily life, you can take a moment to catch your breath and have a precious time to think about who the true master of our lives is. Today, I would like to share the story of Franz Joseph Haydn, a composer who left a great footprint into the history of music, known as the Father of the Symphony for composing numerous symphonies, string quartets, and beautiful sacred choral works. He had a deep secret of inspiration that people did not know well. One day, a person who was amazed by his genius talent asked Haydn, "Sir, where on earth do you get the inspiration to compose such amazing and beautiful music?" Haydn's answer was surprisingly simple, but gave a very deep resonance. He smiled quietly and confessed like this. "Every time I pray, I always confess like this: God, you are the master of my life. If you give me wisdom, and I am able to create beautiful music, this is solely for the glory of God. I will offer this music back to the Lord." His life was a prayer, and his music was the answer to that prayer. The Oratorio The Creation, considered the masterpiece among the numerous great works he left behind, was born precisely on the soil of faith. Based on the Book of Genesis, into the Bible, and John Milton's Paradise Lost, it is a masterpiece that depicts God's great work of creation with majestic melodies. The anecdote of the day this great piece was first performed into Vienna, the city of music, is truly moving. At the time, Haydn was already old and very frail into body. At that historic moment when his masterpiece was premiered, he had to sit with difficulty as a patient on the balcony at the back of the auditorium, not on the stage. The conductor who took the baton that day brought out the majesty of the creation with all his might, as if worshipping before God. When the last note was played, a thunderous applause erupted as if the concert hall would be torn down. A massive audience stood up and sent praises to the conductor. But then, the conductor suddenly stopped the audience's applause. He then slowly turned around and pointed to Haydn, the frail old man sitting on the dark balcony into the back. "Ladies and gentlemen, the one who deserves the applause is not me. It is that man. He is Master Haydn, who composed this amazing and beautiful music." Everyone's eyes turned to Haydn all at once. The people started to send him passionate applause again. At that moment, Haydn, who struggled to stand up with his frail body, raised his trembling hands and urgently restrained the audience. "No, please stop." And pointing his finger at the ceiling, no, at the high heavens, he cried out with a tearful voice, "I am nothing. He is everything. All these beautiful things came only from heaven. The Lord knew my weakness, so he merely gave wisdom to me, who am lacking. Give glory only to him." My beloved friends, this humble cry of the old master touches our hearts today. Haydn knew. He knew that his talent, his inspiration, and the great masterpiece, the creation, were none of his own. Because God knew Haydn's inner heart, he entrusted the greatest task to him, the weakest. Today, does the fact that God knows your weakness and your inner heart bring you comfort? If so, a new history of the creation will begin into your lives as well. Meditation and application. The first point of meditation is, where does the inspiration for my life come from? Haydn confessed that the source of his great music was not his own talent, but God's wisdom through prayer. Where do you seek wisdom and strength as you start your day? Rather than relying on your own experience and ability, let us first kneel and take a time of prayer to confess, God is the master of my life. The second point of meditation is, who am I pointing to? Amidst the pouring applause and praise, Haydn's finger pointed to heaven, not himself. When we achieve small successes or receive compliments into life, do we secretly try to reveal ourselves, hoping that the confession, "I am nothing, he is everything," becomes our sincere confession? Let us practice giving all the glory to the Lord.